section. The bridge is the part no one ever remembers. So you might know this song and you go, oh my gosh, how does that middle part go? So count 8 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. There's not 8 measures of the bridge. There's only, well, there's 5. So this guy was a little out of the ordinary. So let's listen to them. Now look at the second measure, just like the first measure. Third measure, just like it. That whole line is 3 measures that are totally the same. Okay, then a little tag on the end. Then what happens? It goes back and does the A section. Learn 8 plus 5, 13 measures. That's it. On this whole song, I really only need to learn that many measures. So when I chart the chords, I don't have to chart the whole song, right? I just have to chart the sections. Okay. So now I'm going to look at the key signature. In big note easy play music, there is no key signature. They don't put any sharps or flats in there. So how do you know what key you're in? The first chord and the last chord. If the first chord and the last chord are the same, that's the key you're in. So what is it? F. Key of F. Now, if you're a little more advanced, you know the key of F has 1 flat, and the name of the flat is B flat. In big note easy play music, they put a flat sign next to all the B's so you don't have to remember.
There's no accidentals.
There's no accidentals. So if you're playing a regular chart that isn't big note, they'll put a flat at the beginning, which means you have to flat all the B's. Now, if you're just beginning, that's a really good time to take your pencil and put a flat sign next to all the B's while you're practicing at your table. Okay, the next thing I recommend that you do is take a highlighter pencil, which you all have, right, on the instrument at home. Take the highlighter, and I'm going to do this even though this book's for sale, and just draw a line down, see, where the chord changes are. You know why? Because when you're practicing, your eye will be drawn to the color and you won't skip a chord. Okay, so your eye can see it's drawn forward to the color, so your eye can see and you'll hit the chord when you're supposed to. Okay? So a highlighter pencil is imperative in my world anyway. All right, when I play for church, usually the choir anthems are just a nightmare. So I make photocopies of them because they don't like me writing all over them. And I sit there and I go through and I put the accidentals where they need to be and the sharps and the flats because I cannot make a mistake. All right? So it's written all over, and I've got colors and all kinds of, and they always repeat and go back, and she always just goes everywhere. So I have to make notes to myself, otherwise I won't remember. All right?
Okay, where do you highlight?
I just highlight straight down from the chord changes to the notes. Now, other notes that you can make are where are the sections. You know, take a pencil and make a star, or just draw a 1, okay? And then over here, a 2, the bridge, 3, 4. So there's 4, probably gonna be 4, there's 4 sections in the song, so I'm gonna probably change my registrations maybe 4 times, maybe, if I feel like it. So those numbers will also denote where you're going to make some kind of a change. Move your hand up an octave, do something, so it's interesting to listen to. Okay? So far, so good? All right. Playing the notes, generally not a problem in this class, right? Easy. Playing the chords, now we'll talk about charting. Charting a chord means we're going to put them vertically. Right now, when you look at that song, everything is horizontal, this way. You cannot see any relationship between chords when they're going this way on a piece of music, right? But this way is another story. And maybe we can put this as a PDF.
Yeah.
Just the chart.
Sure.
So you can see this is just a blank one. And I have a lot of charts. This one is maybe for more of a beginner song because the more advanced songs have more lines. But you can make your own charts if you're good on a computer. I'm not. I tried yesterday to draw the lines with a computer. It didn't work. Some nice gentleman made a really neat chart that I printed up about the notes that go with the chords.
Right.
Maybe if he's watching, he'll make another one like this and email it to us. All right. Over on the left column, I wrote what you need to do to make a chart. All right. It says, write the chords in order on the chart. Now, don't do it on this chart, because I did them for you on the back of I Fall to Pieces. Well, that's the song, but we're not going to use that song yet, so. All right. So let's take the song from Can't Help Falling in Love with You, the chords. Here's the chart. Just draw 4 lines, because you have 7 chords. And then just draw this way. All right, so someone read me the chords. What's the first chord?
F.
F. Second chord?
B flat.
B flat. Third chord?
D minor.
Oh, C7,
C7, go ahead.
D,
B.
B flat,
B and B flat?
B, and then B flat, and then
Oh no, I don't want I Fall to Pieces. I want Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
That's what I thought.
That's why you're all confused.
Okay.
I'm going, there's no B chord and I Can't Help Falling. Let's start over.
Okay.
All right, give me the chords.
F,
F.
A minor,
A minor.
D minor,
D minor.
D flat,
Yep.
F,
F.
C7, D flat, C7.
Okay, did we get to the end of the A bars?
No.
Okay. C7 after B flat?
Uh-huh.
And then what?
F, G minor, F, C7, F. You're at the end of the A section. G minor, F, C7, and F.
All right. That's a lot of chords in 8 bars. Is that 8 bars worth of chords?
Yeah.
All right. Now we have to chart them. Before you can chart them, you have to know how to spell them. Okay? So it says on the rules right here, write the chords in order on the chart. That's what we did. Right? All right. Then it says start with the 4-note chords first. Why would you do that? Because the 3-note chords, you don't know which space to put them in. Okay, so you always start with the 4-note chord. So the only 4-note chord we have in this song is the C7. How, now, and it says number 3.
Oh, okay.
Try and stay in the octave of F's around middle C. So here's middle C. I want to try, and, if I can, to keep all my chords in that octave. If I can. Most of the time you can, like 80%. Sometimes you just got to get out of there. But for now, we're going to try to do it this way. All right. So C7 chord, most of you play it like that. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
G, B flat, C, E. Right?
Right.
Okay. So we're going to write that. G, B flat, C, E. G, see, it's like a puzzle. G, B flat, C, E. Done. All right? I got the hardest part finished. The 4-note chords are there. Now there's another one, G7. G7's an iffy one. Sometimes it's good to play G7 like that, most of the time. And sometimes it's good to play it like that. But when we do I Fall to Pieces, you're going to find it's easier to do it like this. So, and make sure when you're charting chords you use a pencil. Okay? Because you're going to be erasing a lot. All right, because it's a fun puzzle. Once you start doing this, it's really a kick, don't you think?
It is.
It is. I like it. All right. So what you want to do now, the goal is to, let's say this is finger number 5 and it doesn't always work out that way. 3, 2, and 1, your thumb. You want to fix it so each column only moves maybe 3 half steps. So this G column here is just going to kind of take in this area right in here. All right, and this B flat column is going to take up this area. This C column might work in this area. And the E column will work up in here. So see that C7 chord, just kind of spread out your, what notes can go where. All right?